following is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 1.
Albatross August continues here into the Country Club region as we have our final match of the opening Swing 64 round here for the final tournament of the D1 regular season. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our evening stream here for today. Last match of the round here. After this, we are off into the round 32. And fighting for this last spot to make it into the next round is going to be between two players who very much look to get the win to keep their season alive, as this will be an elimination game. It's going to be number 6, Peter Onjack going up against number 11, Clay Wolf. For both players, it's been a season that they were hoping for a little bit more here, but now is the perfect time to bounce back and have a big run here, and it all starts with it winning this opening round game here. So we'll see who will be able to get the victory to add to their resume and maybe make a late push for Super League. And for these two players, we'll see as well whose season will come to an end here tonight. Let's get into the preview here for both players. Again, 6v11 in the Country Club region. Neither player in the top 25 or even top 30 rankings coming into T5 here. So again, going to be a playoff game for both. 4-5, 3-5 on the year. Has not really been an ideal season to say the least. Obviously, still got some wins here and there, so not like a atrocious season per se. We've had some people who only have one win or even no wins, but maybe we're hoping for a little bit more coming into the season. Both players are in the master class. We'll go head to head here to try and get another win and maybe an extra boost in terms of where they finish in the master class championship. But again, 6v11, similar career wins, 21 for Onjack, 20 for Clay Wolf. Again, Peter Onjack, former tournament winner here, 2023 March Madness, very first tournament of the league. And then for the CPU predictions, gonna go with 4-3 in favor of Clay. So CPU liking the upset here, but again, thinks it goes the full distance here, so we could be in here for a close one. But we'll see what happens, as it's gonna be a nothing to lose, do or die situation for both players, with maybe nothing to lose mentalities. We'll see, but should be a good one here as we're looking to get things started as we head to the table now. Joining me for this matchup here tonight, going to be our good friend here and co-commentator, Sima Costa, joining me in the booth here for this matchup. Costa, welcome. For both players, not necessarily an amazing season, but this is the time where we can sometimes see these late season runs to revive what was ultimately looking like a bit of a down year. And for both players, big opportunity here to add another win to the board here. Peter looking to get his 5th win of the year. Clay looking for his 4th. Maybe could kick off a run to go even further in this bracket here. But your thoughts on this one here for both players? Going to be an elimination game in this one. Both players with a lot to play for, and just trying to keep their seasons alive and maybe get at least another match in. But your thoughts here for both players coming into this tonight?
Yeah, it's back to being in the booth once again for T5 here, between Peter and Clay. It's just really, you could say both players have been struggling in their own ways, you could say, but more so Clay since he's been under 500, but Peter's been having more experience, being the higher seed nonetheless. But there's not really much to look forward to. You expect the usual here, but the bot says otherwise. So this could be an interesting matchup for the series. But not much to do for today. After really a disastrous week, you could say for the league. We just hope we could just finish off this series with a good one.
Well, I mean, not much we could really discuss about there. Just gotta kind of focus on the current match at hand here, and hopefully you have a good one to end the round, and yeah, we'll see what happens. But this is gonna be an interesting one as well because this is actually not the first time these two have come head to head here in the league. They played all the way back in 2023. That's right, both players are original members from the 2023 season. Clay came in a little bit later. Onjack has been here since the very beginning. In that matchup, Peter Onjack went on to win 4-2 in the round 32 of Tournament 4 in the 2023 season. That was the last time these two players played, and now 3 years later, they come head to head once again, with both looking for a win to keep their seasons alive. Going to start with Peter here to start this one off. As I just mentioned before, last time you two came head to head, you walked away the winner here, but a lot has changed since then. And for both of you here, just try to start off a new tournament with a win, and in a tournament where gotta get a win to keep the season alive. What's your feeling coming into tonight, and how are you going to make it 2-0 on the all-time head-to-head record between you and Clay?
A lot has definitely changed. I feel like I'm a whole new player since those early days, and that's both helped and hurt me in some of these matches, but you're right. I do have to keep my season alive. I play for wins, so obviously I'm hopefully gonna take the victory tonight, but we'll see how it goes, you know. I'm just gonna take it game by game.
Thank you, Peter. Going over the Clay here. Clay, it's been a bit of an unfortunate season for you, but some of it could also be chalked to the bot just straight up not being your friend. I mean, looking at the analytics here, you come into this matchup with a average card strength of negative 0.1472, which is bottom 5 in the entire league coming into tonight. So it's been a very unfortunate, unlucky season on the cards here, but things can change in the matter of one match. You never know. The law of averages could come into play here, but other than that, going into tonight, you go up against Peter, looking to try and avenge that 2023 loss from a long time ago. But your thoughts going into this one here as you go up against Peter, and just kind of how are you feeling with this one here as you come in looking to try and get another win and try and defy what has ultimately been on your end a bit of an unlucky season?
I'm not gonna front. I don't care if I go out here. I just want the bot to give me a chance, man. Please. Please. Just a chance. If I lose on my own, that's fine. But if I lose ammo, like what, 6-0 again? I might just lose my mind. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, not only has my luck been horrible, but I'm also going up against one of the people who absolutely wrecked me last time we played.
Yeah. Again, only players with the worst card strength metrics up to this point this season are Eric Monaco and White Spider, who didn't play in all tournaments. So, again, we'll see how it all turns out here. But again, you never know what could happen. Every match, every game, technically a new fresh slate when it comes to how the cards get dealt out. But I think we're ready to go, Acosta. Peter gonna have to call for game one. We'll see where he decides to kick this series off.
Being to the mid tier here. At around, I believe, 11 cards for game one.
I I got nothing to lose. I'm gonna start high. Full send.
All right, full send for game one. Starting off with a big start here, going with the full send flag, and it's gonna be a green 8 to open this one up. And I don't think the card is loading. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Card
It's gonna be a
loads and
green
we
3
are
to start.
underway. Let me also make sure the clock is working. Yes, it is. All right. All set. All right. Peter going to start off with one down here with the green 7.
Gotta wonder what the starting hand now. And then hopefully he has something out of 15 cards. Player's gonna switch out of it and go into the blue immediately for his first play.
Yeah, gets that early
gonna-
switch here. I do think with the full send though, I'm going to expect a lot of numbers early on here. We kind of usually see that a lot with these higher tier starts. Just want to kind of get rid of the numbers to kind of line up the ammo if you have any for later on to get kind of just translate that into a finish. Well, just as I say that, Peter going to use some ammo here with some reverses to try to get out to a lead here. And, I mean, people do save the ammo here, but sometimes you want to go for a little earlier, try to mix it up a little bit. And Peter going to do that with the 3-card play to make a little bit of a gap here. So you stay on yellow, first ditto.
Gotta wonder what Peter's hand then, if he wants to use a triple play out early in the match.
We'll see. Could have maybe just looked for the switch there as we get another switch going in the green.
Yep, he goes back into the green early.
Ooh, crossover in the red though. Clay gonna say not so fast. That is the first red we've seen. That is gonna be Pandora's as well.
Still gonna play into it though. Should have the cards for it.
Alright. Still running numbers here. No self draws yet.
Yep, just all numbers. Just like a few action, rather just those 2 reverses for Peter. Other than that, it's all numbers.
Peter with a little bit of a type here, maybe looking for another run. Oh man, and that is
It's a
probably
quad
going to
play, but
be
it's still his
a
turn.
finish.
Yup.
Yeah, and
6 card out to take the first game.
yeah, and that might not be a good sign for Clay here with how his season has been going there. I'm not sure if he had a lineup too, and maybe was just kind of didn't make it to the line on time, or if he was just kind of stuck along for the ride there. But Peter gonna take the opening win with a Plan A win.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
I had a red skip and a green skip, and that's it.
Oh man.
Damn.
As soon as I saw that handoff rip, I'm like, geez, that's the story of Clay's season. So I mean, it's early. It's one game. I always say as a player, if I had to lose a game, it'd be game 1. So, but I'm planning to keep it high here for game 2 with a 14 double OG. So we
Yeah,
shall see
alright.
how this one goes. Who's favored by the ammo gods this round? Maybe it'll be neither of us. We'll find out.
Well, we'll see, but we'll get game 2 going here. Peter starting off with the full send win here and gonna go 1 down. Gonna keep it high, which yeah, I think that makes sense for Peter to do Acosta because you saw the 15 worked out so well. Why not try to keep it high?
Gonna
And get to
switch
a
immediately into the green.
Gonna start on red, go into the green right away. We'll see what ends up being in Clay's hand, or if perhaps the high tier is just kind of not really what he needs here.
He should have something here. There we go.
Well, he does have a green 8, so yeah, just gonna keep it rolling with green.
Oh, back to the red. Does Peter have anything to go back into the green here? Nope. Just does a double play here.
Got the double there.
It's a red 5 for play.
Ditto play there, both with the red 5. We're going to try to keep this one going here on the red. Peter currently holding on to a slight lead with the help of that double play. And he's going to throw another triple on here. And similar to the last game, we see 2 reverses here in a 3-card play, and we get the switch in the blue. Play just going to kind of keep on rolling.
To the blue. Oh, Peter goes with a green here.
Peter's still playing another got Clay with the crossover though in the red, and we get a rainbow of 9s. Going all the way in the yellow there. Get the scales and the switches keep on
continue.
coming. And then we're back in the green. Will we get another 9? No, we will go, we will
Ooh.
get another color though back in the yellow with the wild.
Peter's down to 3 cards now.
Clay at 7. We'll see how he responds to this wild yellow. And I'm gonna use some ammo here to get the switch out.
Great play by Clay here.
That
Unless
is
it was
the
off or not.
Yep,
Ooh, it is.
That's the first self draw, and those 2 reverses were the first ammo cards Clay has played so far in this series. So I'm going to use them to try and turn this into a win. That 4 is going to be what Peter needed to get out of green, though. Both at 3. Clay draws.
Clay draws, and Peter also draws. Gonna see if it's gonna be a draw city here.
Peter gonna go for that ice out switch here and try to force both players to draw back. We'll see what they make of it here as draw city looks to get underway. Both players drawing. We'll see what they end up picking up here in their hands, as it's just kind of really being a oh, that's not what Clay wanted to see there. Plus top deck +4 from Peter going into yellow, and that's gonna break draw city here for the moment.
That's the color that Peter wants out of that +4. Let's see if Clay can do anything in response.
Alright, gonna play a wild in the green here. That forces Peter to draw. Peter was drawing there before, and he will keep drawing there. I think this is going to be more of Clay's color to try to get things moving here.
Gotta make sure that he plays his numbers right.
Man, he gets first play there, and it's the switch back in the yellow. I do think Clay could have some yellow here, but I mean, this is looking to be Peter's color right now. Yep, has some yellow here. Does have a +2. I think they'll minimize damage a little bit here. Peter's still with the lead, but Clay trying to scramble the hand, and Peter going to draw here, so maybe a bit of an opening here for Clay, as Clay's going to be able to keep playing, gets the yellow 0. And there's going to be another switch here, back in the green, and now Clay is drawing on green.
Clay has to draw once again off these switches.
And that's going to open the door for Peter to get a big switch in the blue, gets the 2. I will mention that's kind of interesting because Clay had the wild in the green, had played the green 6 and then got the switch, but maybe he was looking for that. And now has the +2 on blue to be able to prevent a potential finish from Peter, and now both players are at 4 cards left.
Gotta wonder what did I gave Peter.
We'll see. Both running it down to 3. Been here before. Peter draws. Clay gets the switch in the yellow, though.
Into the yellow, though.
Can he lead this somewhere, or will this be a dead end? They double play there with the +2, but leaves it open on the reverse.
Gave him cards, though. Just gonna
Both-
keep it cold.
Both are back down to 3. Peter gets a top deck yellow 6 to go down to 2. And now both players at 2 here. Peter does need a switch here, though, to get the Uno.
Unless Peter's just banking
And he
on a
does
number.
get the switch to the blue and gets the Uno. Clay with nothing.
Clay draws. Is this the game right here to go up 2-0?
Does Peter have it here?
Doesn't seem like it. Unless Peter's Wi-Fi is just that bad at the moment. But I don't think so. Yep,
Nope, does not have it. Gonna draw. And
draw
both stuck on
3.
blue now.
Peter did get a top deck to +4. Let's see if he can have another one.
Didn't get it that time here. We'll get
Blue
the
4,
the
though.
other blue 4, which that's not really gonna do much.
Not the time for dittos.
Well, I mean, self ditto. You play the blue 4 on top of the blue 4, so.
That's
well,
not.
that's supposed to be a blue 7, I think. There we go. Alright.
Yep.
Another top deck for Peter. Gets the blue 7.
Unless he has a yellow 7, just bluffing the heck out of him.
And if he had a yellow 7, it would have said he can't play it here, so he wouldn't.
Play draws.
Play draw, yeah. Alright, nothing yet. I will say, though, Peter getting these top decks on the blue numbers is keeping him low, so, like, he's still staying in that position where he could get a top deck +4 that just ended, so I think that's going to be a bit of a concern for Clay, because, yeah, once again, blue 5, Peter still keeps getting these top decks on the numbers here, so he's still staying low. He's staying in that 2 to 3 card range, which is pretty dangerous.
Because the only thing that needs for Peter to get that +4, just use a power play if he wants to. But he just hasn't had the opportunity yet.
Play with the blue 0. Peter not going to get another number here. Do we find the switch on the 0 here? We do not. Yeah, that's
Blue 1, another blue card.
both the top decks, and yeah, I mean the only 0 left's the red, so what if we needed there? But there's the switch there. We get it on the 8, and it goes to yellow here. Peter's still at only 2 cards left.
Plays back to 9 though. He's gonna have to force me to get out of this color. It looks like.
I mean, could have options, but I think a lot of the ammo has been used up on yellow here. Does have the +4, goes in the green.
Just 1 though. He might have some more. More +2s he might throw at him.
Just gonna be the +4 in the green 8.
Just keep.
Ooh, and Peter gonna get
Yellow
the wild
wild.
here. Yeah, back in the yellow. Just hit
He's
10
still in the
minutes here.
lead.
Just hit 10 minutes on the clock here. It's been a much longer game than the opener, so good to see a more competitive game for this one here. Clay with the double play. Both at 5. Peter with at least 1 play here. And it's going to be a double of his own.
That's gonna put him to 3. But he has numbers though in yellow. Down to 2 now for Peter. Clay draws.
Peter back at 2 again. Can he get the Uno? Gets another +4, and that's going to be the finish.
+4.
And going to be 2-0 here in a more competitive game there in that one, 10:45. But Peter able to find the second +4 of the game for him in that one, and that's going to be the one that seals it. So Peter comes out on top in that one here to get a sweep in his homestand. But Peter, I think that was definitely a more of a hard fought game there. It was a bit back and forth there, but kind of towards the end of that one, you were kind of down low. You were able to stay low on the cards, managed to not get too many cards drawn. Was able to kind of keep your lineup going, and ultimately just kind of found the right cards at the right time to be able to kind of keep that finish and secure the win. Just kind of your thoughts on how that one played out.
You hear me, or is my internet acting up? I kinda missed the back half of that, sorry.
Oh.
It was a hard-fought game, definitely. Plan A was working there until I got to about 3 cards, and then the floodgates kinda opened up, and thankfully, like you said, I was able to keep drawing blues and just stay low on cards. I kinda got stuck with yellows, and when I got +4 there very late in the game, I got dealt a really nice hand out of it, so that's how I was able to seal the deal on that one. Definitely a challenging one, but thankfully, I don't think I was ever too much on the back foot.
All right, Clay. On your end there, what went wrong? That one.
Uh,
There were sometimes he got one close, but ultimately just couldn't quite find the lineup there to close that one out.
I mean, look at the card distribution. That's all I have to say. I literally couldn't do much of anything at all. And obviously the +4 only made things worse for me, so it's what it is.
Oh. Yeah, it is. I mean, it hasn't been the kindest so far on the ammo distribution thus far, but it is your call here for game 3, so you have the final say on where we begin. So, game 3 call going to Clay here. We'll see where he goes.
9.
9. All right, gonna go mid tier here, Casa. Your thoughts with Clay trying to mix it up here, going with the mid tier here?
Yep, gonna have to. He's not getting anything in the ultra high tier. Gonna bump it down a bit. Gonna see what he can get out of it in the third game. That's gonna start on the red verse.
Well,
And
that
he
is not
draws.
quite the start he wanted, but maybe it's
Oh,
not so
Peter
bad if
joins
both are
him.
drawing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I wasn't was initially not the start Clay wanted, but you know, after seeing Peter draw, maybe he's like, yeah, okay, I could live with this.
He draws again. I don't think he's gonna do it too. He gets out of it though. Gonna help Clay. Gonna go into the blue now.
I think that opens it up for I think that opens it up for both players here. But an interesting start is no one had any red, and now we run blue. Peter with the immediate switch here on the yellow.
Okay. Being aggressive though.
Yeah, look, I mean, trying to look to get this going. Could find a lineup and goes right back in the blue. Is fading back into that blue here.
He's getting rid of some cards. That I wonder what hand did Peter get?
Well, so far he's just kind of been playing a little loose here on the numbers. Had the
Yeah,
diddle with
he
the blue
has
6
this.
and now just running blue.
Yeah, he has a series lead, so he doesn't have much to lose with all the with based on the stats so far in the game. He just gotta run away with it and see what he can get away with.
Play drawing on
See what-
blue. It opens the door for Peter to get the switch back in the yellow here. It's been yellow and blue for Peter, and that switch is not going to translate into what Peter was looking for there. Draws on the yellow,
Yeah.
but Clay is going to give Peter the green, which may have been the color he was looking for.
Yeah, it seems like because that's the first time it seems like we have played green, so gotta
It
wonder what's
is.
left in his hand. Because that's
Well,
Peter's trying it down, and Clay's gonna have to think about using some ammo here if he has any.
still running it down here. Peter out at
Oh,
2. Can Clay keep it going on green? He can with the self
yes, he
ditto.
does. Another draw for Peter.
And a
Red
wild card
wild for Clay.
going in the red, which is where we started the game. No one had any red at the start.
I wonder what did Peter get?
Ooh, and the
Oh, how
+2 comes in for Peter. Block Clay out on the red. Red just gonna
it's
play
gonna
the
keep
Clay
it
just gonna
cool
play the red
though.
one for now.
Ooh, uh, that's all Peter had to give though in red. Let's
Yeah,
see
I
if Clay
mean,
can somehow close this.
there didn't look to be a lot there.
He
Clay
got
with
Uno.
Uno made a slight error with the command, but went away to quickly fix it here. We'll see if he gets it
Is
done.
this the
Red 8
game?
at Uno and gets to switch the yellow.
Yes, it
Clay gets
is.
one back here.
Well, he gets himself on the board.
All right, Clay back in it here. 2-1, and maybe feeling a little bit better here, even with not as much ammo. That didn't seem to be a very high ammo game in general, but Clay get the win there on the board. Just kind of thoughts on how that one played out, and just kind of how you're feeling throughout that one. Is you did have that, you did get +2 there towards the end there, which maybe could have thrown a wrench into your plans, but it ultimately still worked out at the end of the day.
That +2 is what gave me the red 1 and yellow 8. So it didn't put me back too far. And of course, I had drawn the red 8 the round before he switched off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
not much
did
to say. I just kept. I didn't give up there. That's all it was.
yeah, didn't give up, and I was able to get the result there. Peter, any comments after that one there? Ends up being a 3-minute game with Clay getting the victory in that.
He played well. I got trapped with no reds all game. I could have started with the +2, but I didn't really want to leave that open for him to +4 me back. And I drew the blue reverse. I started it rolling. I was going to try and save the blues for the end, but how the numbers was rolling and how I like working the numbers, I kept going back, and I just drained myself out of options at the end of that game. It happens, and still got the lead in the series. It's no sweat into game 4.
All right, well, going to game 4 here. Clay with the call still.
10.
Gonna go 10 here, so 1 up. So straight down the middle here for Clay. May have found something with this mid tier, and green 3 will be the start.
See if Clay can have some momentum here in this 4th game to tie the series. As he's once again, he's gonna start with draw. Double play here for Peter. Gonna keep it onto the green. Another draw once again in back-to-back games, and also for Peter very early in this game. Green 5 for Peter here. Clay's gonna start it off with the first switch of the game, and then on to the red. Peter's gonna ditto that. Okay. Seems like Clay's gonna run with the reds here, as he should. The ditto series, as Peter's claims.
There's
As
been
he
quite a
plays
few.
a red shoulder.
There's been quite a few dittos in this one so far. Every game's had at least one. But Peter with a lead here. Clay drawing on this red. Peter looking to keep running it down.
Clay ran out of red.
Ooh, big run there from
Ooh.
Peter. Splits his hand in half. Goes down to 3 there, and with the +2, gonna throw 2 more cards on top of Clay's hand.
But Clay's up big on double-digit cards. Gotta wonder if you gotta throw some cards at him here if you want to get back in this game.
Ooh, got a little run
triple
here.
play here. He's gonna continue it.
How much longer does this go? We shall see. And it's gonna be
He's
a quint play here. +2 thrown in the middle of that, so gonna throw.
gonna return the favor on that +2.
Yeah, gonna give a little extra damage there for Peter, and gonna add some more with Peter having no green.
Yep. Gets onto the yellow now.
Yeah, and I mean with that switch to the yellow, essentially made that a +3 there. But running yellow now, Clay looking to try and reel back the deficit, and that's gonna help.
Yep, fourth. He could tie it up right here. He will.
Alright. That's the yellow one. Peter's still drawing. Clay been able to navigate this
Make the
well
move
so
here.
far.
Yep. Yellow 2 for Clay.
Peter with the top deck yellow 8. Does that throw off Clay? Does not look like it.
No.
Got a run
Let's skip
going
into
down
a
to 3.
+2. Is this a finish here? No.
Goes to
A blue
+4.
+4.
Down to 2. Could be looking at a
This could
finish.
be-
We'll see. And he does have
Yes,
the finish.
it is.
going to be a 5-card run there to the end, and we are tied at 2-2 here. Clay able to get two quicker length games there. 3-12 on that one, a little bit longer than game 3, but Clay tied it up at 2-2 with the help of that 5-card run to close that one out. And yeah, I mean, for Clay, able to just kind of do a good job with that one after a mini draw city on green, and then ultimately able to kind of translate that into that finish we just saw there. So Clay got the win there, had that run to the end. Did you pick some of that up on the draw, or was that stuff you had from the beginning that you were looking to save for the right moment?
Every time he made me draw was another power card.
Hmm.
I started with half of it, I want to say, and then it just got easier as I drew more. But I genuinely didn't have anything to play at the very beginning. But then that's when I drew the wild +4. I was like, well, wonderful.
Wonderful indeed for Clay, as Clay has tied it up. Peter, I don't got much for you on that one there. If you have any thoughts, let us know. But otherwise, don't got much.
Yeah, I don't really have too many thoughts either. This game, at least to start, I had all reds, and then after that, I got down in cards a bit, and nothing got going. And Clay's ammo finally delivered for him, so I'll have to figure out what I'm gonna do here for Game 5.
Yeah, I did mention this at the start also, but law of averages coming into play a little bit here. Split on the wilds and +2s. Peter only with an additional skip and +4. Only the reverses haven't really been doing much of the splitting here, although Clay is kind of slowly bringing that back there. Was 8-0 of 0 at one point now, I believe, or 8-2 at one point now. It's 10-5, so a little bit closer there. But very critical game 5 here. Winner will be at match point. Peter with the call here. We'll see where he goes.
We got to jump it back up to the high tier. Let's go 13.
Yep. Not too surprising there on that one. Costa, big game 5 here in this one. We start with the green 2.
Yep. Gonna see if Peter can get back that match in the first 2 games by going back to the high tier. It's gonna start off with switch onto the blue. We're just running into blue here.
Clay drawing on the blue. Yeah, quicker pace game here on this one. Both are just kind of running it down on numbers in a rather quick manner here, as we're in red now. Make that yellow, and that's going to be Pandora's. We only saw the green at the start though, so Pandora's with the asterisk there, because we really haven't seen much of green from either player. But yeah, both are quickly running it down there. Clay with the one draw there on blue, leaving him a little bit behind, but he's gonna quickly make up that deficit with a 3-card chain there to make it 6 apiece.
Gonna go back into the red. Let's see if he can force a draw out of Peter. He won't, but he plays a red 7.
Peter on plan A still here. Clay only had 1 draw so far in this game here, so both just kind of trying to sprint to the finish. And got a little run here from Clay. Had the 2 skips here.
Double skip.
+4. Could we see
This might
another
be a
big run
finish
to the
here.
end? Saw the 5-card chain that ended in game 4. Could we see a 6-card chain in game number 5?
Yes,
and we
it
do.
is.
And Clay is going to find another quick one here, and also the first away win here. Clay with 3 in a row, and 1 away from the victory here. And Yamo is coming in for Clay. when he needs it in the middle of this series here. Clay gets it done. I don't really have much to say on that one. Only question for Clay would be, what was the one draw there? Did it help you, or did it kind of hinder you a little bit?
It gave me the yellow 8. I'm just very confused. This
gave
isn't
you
my
the-
script.
Do you mean the yellow 9?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, because I was looking
Sorry,
for
I'm so baffled that
yeah, no, it's all good. I was about to
I'm
say, like,
so
there was a
shocked
yellow
right
8.
now. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, back-to-back games where it's just kind of a similar finish there. And this one, again, goes to the wayside for the first time in this series. I don't really have much for Peter there.
I didn't think I was going to get back-to-back runs like that to just get stomped at the end of these games. But I saw the double skip, and I saw nothing after it, and I'm like, there's no way, right? And I want to start typing up the power play to try and stop it, but +4 came, no point then. So got to take it on the chin and win 2 back-to-back yet again.
All right, looking to make this a series sandwich here. With 2 pieces of Peter on the top and then 2 pieces of Peter on the bottom to try to get this win. But August, I mean, any thoughts on that one here? Clay at match point, and has the call for game 6 here. Just kind of any takeaways on that one there. It's been Clay. It's been mostly Clay in the middle of this series here so far.
Yeah, it's just that when Clay has the right cards, he just finds the way to finish it off and get these wins so far. Peter unfortunately hasn't got the right stick of it that he has in the first 2 games, but he's been there with him. It's just unfortunate for Peter, but great right now for Clay because he could just win this as the next game with his call. He might go back down to the mid tier to see what he has.
Well, we'll see where he goes here. He has the call for game 6, his last of the series, and looking to make this the last game. Clay, where are you going?
11.
Gonna go with 11 here. All right.
He's gonna pick it up. Just or rather go under 1 from the previous game.
All right, so
We
red
saw
9
the
to
red 9.
start.
And another
Yeah.
switch. Yep.
I will
It's common nowadays.
I will say, if Clay does win this game here, I'm gonna be very curious. Or if Peter wins this game here, I'm gonna be very curious what Peter picks for Game 7 here, because I think there could be a few different ways it could go. But I'm gonna focus on the game at hand right now as we run yellow to start.
Yep.
Right after
Plan A
again,
for both
immediate
players.
switch. This is the second game in a row we had an immediate switch off the first color.
Yep. Because kind of been a blessing to both players. Because well, never mind to Peter because they both had a bunch of yellow numbers. But Clay's gonna continue with him and gonna play a yellow 5.
Yeah,
Peter draws again.
This is not what Peter wanted to see here, as he cannot find anything on this yellow. Looking for a quick switch to get out of here, and he will get out of here with the
There
red
it
3.
is.
But
Goes onto the red with his profile picture.
Clay gonna power play right there, and looking for his 3rd straight quick game here. We'll see if he gets it. Crossover into the green. Can he find another massive run here to maybe have the tides turn for what ultimately has been a more unlucky season on the cards?
Whoa.
But he does a red reverse instead of a green plus, instead of what I think was a green reverse. Is that going to affect things?
Matter.
Peter can't power play because it's still the middle of Clay's. Could this matter, though? If there's a +4 in the middle of this, probably won't. Okay, no, there's another green skip here, so Clay is going to avoid catastrophe there with the mistype, but it's going to be 3 quick games in a row and gets it done.
I lost focus for a second there because I didn't believe what I saw.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sorry.
Three in a row like that is crazy. You don't see that too often in this league.
No. I'm so sorry. It was just the exact inverse of the rest of my season, Peter.
I had ammo. I just got stuck with yellow. I wouldn't really had a good chain. I would have needed it to go to green to have a good chain, but it never really came my way. And by the time it went to green, it was it was too late.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think you could have
I've
done
been in your
anything there.
spot. I mean, I had that streak for like six tournaments where I couldn't even get out of the first 2 rounds. So I mean, it is a win like this is very good, and hopefully you can go further than the round of 32 because these are
Yeah,
definitely morale
please.
boosters.
You know what? I'll try to win this tournament for you, Peter.
Win it for yourself.
Nah, clearly I need to win it for somebody else because I don't trust my own RNG anymore.
Well, you heard it. Well, you heard it here first. Clay is going to win this tournament for Peter. But yeah, Clay. I will mention this. Clay was the finalist of T5 of 2023, so he's been on a deep run in this tournament before. So we could see the same happen potentially. But Clay, gonna go to you here. Got the win there. I mean, just kind of took advantage of what you had there, and that's kind of all you could really say. Sometimes you just got to execute there and ultimately get the job done there. Kind of your thoughts being able to get that win there and move on to the next round.
I think the turning point was actually game 2 because even though I didn't have the ammo, I still managed to fight hard, and that was enough of a morale boost to see the path I needed to take for the next 4. But honestly, the bot giveth and the bot taketh.
Yeah.
It's really that simple.
Yeah, I think we did see kind of. I mentioned at the start law of averages could come into play there, and I mean we kind of did see law of averages come in between games 1 and 2, or between games 1 and 2, and then games 3 through 6. There, stat line ultimately evens out a little bit, with slight advantage on the +2s, and then a bit of good advantage on the skips plus reverses. So, um, ultimately get the job done. You win the series, move on. You go on to the next round to face. Do need to check this because I don't want to have the wrong person here. Go on to face Mac Johnson in the next round here. If your thoughts on going up against Mac, that's going to be another player who was in that 2023 season with you.
I hope my luck holds up. I mean, this entire season for me has been plagued with what was my average card strength again?
Negative 0.14. Which I
God.
think it will go up after this game a little bit, but yeah.
I think that says everything it needs to. Hopefully, this is the season I can possibly get that turned around to a positive number. Because I think I pretty much have to win this tournament, or I don't have any shot of making Super League. I'm like fairly confident. So I have to go all the way, or I don't get anything.
Might depend on the path, but only surefire way is getting that tournament win. So we'll see. But again, congratulations, Clay, on the win. Peter, obviously the back half of the series did not go the way you needed it to. We're kind of just stuck along for the ride there. Unfortunate way to go out in the season, but 4 wins, not too shabby. Not going to be quite enough to make it to the postseason, but still showed you got what it takes. This season, as it does come to a close here for now, but just kind of your thoughts on this match here. I'm not really going to ask what went wrong because I think we all kind of know what went wrong. It's just the back half completely imploded on your end for the cards, but just kind of your thoughts on the overall season here and moving forward.
Yeah, that this series comes down to game 5. Me not catching a defensive power play in time when Clay had started to build his finish. That would have at least kept me in the hunt that game. And if game 6 would have been a wash, I still would have had game 7. But like you said, 4 wins. I've had a really good season. Like this was a big morale booster for me because 24, 25, those were rough times. I can't lie. But to get, out of the rut and win out of more than one tournament in a season was, I'd call it a success. And I'm planning to be back next year, and we'll see what that has in store. But I hope the rest of the T5 goes well and Super League and all that. But it's an early goodbye, but it's not one that has any hard feelings behind it.
All right. We'll look forward to seeing you again next season here, Peter. Always a pleasure to have you in the league here. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight's match, and that'll also do it for the round here. Swing 64 is officially over. Clay wins it 4-2 to close out the round. Costa, I mean, any last thoughts here on this series? And Clay with the 4-2 win, able to get the back half momentum swing and just kind of run with it as gets the win there. And just kind of any thoughts going into the next round with Matt going up against Clay?
Yeah, yeah, great win for Clay, much needed for his season. Something went his way after this year. But as for Peter's case, not. It is what it is. That's all you can really say. One mistake you could say about not typing the power play defensively fast enough for Peter kind of seals the deal. But once again, it is what it is. But as for Clay's matchup on Matt Johnson next, that's gonna be a tough climb for him to beat. But with how he played today, anything goes really.
Anything goes indeed here. We'll see how this all shapes up as again, that's going to do it for the Swing 64 and got our field set for round 32. So that'll do it for this matchup here. Thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Clay Wolf on the win. CP was close, ended up being 4-2 as opposed to 4-3, but did pick the winner, although I don't think that was really the way that many were expecting it to go, but at least on the table. But that's doing it for you. That's just kind of how it is. But thank you so much for watching the stream. Congratulations to Clay Wolf on the win. We'll be back with coverage for the round 32 coming up next. I'm saying round 32 because I keep forgetting what the name is for that round. But should hopefully be a good one here. Gonna have some of our upper seed contenders come into the fray here and really kind of get things going to see who could win this final tournament of the regular season. But it's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. On behalf of my co-commentator, Steve Costa, our referee, Sean Ard, both our players, and everyone who came out to watch this stream, thank you so much for watching. Congratulations to Clay Wolf on the win. Make sure to check out our socials. Check out the D2 playoffs as well. That's going on right now. We're in the middle of the LCQ. That's been a lot of fun. Going to have the D2 Championship starting up soon, which is Super League for the lower division. Of course, that'll be going alongside Albatross August, which will keep on rolling here. And then we'll be at Super League before you know it. So still winding down the end of the season here. It should hopefully be a good one. We hope you join us for all of it. But thank you so much for watching. I'm G-Man. Have a great night, everyone, and we will see you all for round 32 of Albatross August. Until then, have a good one, and take care.